From the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City, we bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Towing the slab in today's game, Brennan Hanafy. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Yeah, but last time out, got into the fourth inning. The key to his success today, he's got to throw first pitch strikes, get ahead in the count. I think that'll get him into position to qualify for a win.
Well, it usually is. Armed Forces Weekend usually is would be next weekend, but not this year, apparently. We're going to ignore Dylan Dingler's very bright white catcher's gear and all of the changes that I had to make. I forgot to change that. So he'll just look a little stupid today.
That one's in there.
Starting with the opener and Brennan Hanafy today. He did pitch against the New York Mets, so he is not quite fully rested. So be lucky probably to get 2 innings out of him. And guess what else I forgot? Guess what else I forgot? I can't exit the game, can I? Oh no. Well, I guess I could save it, but then I think the uniforms are locked. You know what? Whatever at this point. We've gotten off to such a bad start. I guess we'll just wear the oranges tomorrow. I don't know.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
No, I've got Tigers Blue Jays on right now. They are indeed wearing the caps. I forgot about it until I loaded into the game.
That's ripped.
That'll be a leadoff single for George Springer, but no Springer dingers. So I suppose it could be a lot worse now, couldn't it?
You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Yohendrick Pinango next up for the Blue
Yohendrick Pinango. I guess that is exactly how it looks like it's pronounced, eh? Ground ball should be 2. Hey, this could be good. Throwback in plenty of time. And a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to get the middle infielder to start the double play.
Digging that.
From there, completing
stuff.
Back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Especially after Springer just soft served one. I guess he really didn't soft serve one. He hit it pretty hard the other way, but not a bad pitch. And now popped up. What a gift for the Tigers. Can we just say that?
And that is that.
What a quick end to the first inning.
Coming up, no score. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back here in Detroit, starting on the mound in this one, Trey Savage. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel.
Kevin McGonigal set to lead off. Very quick first inning for Brennan Hanafy. We are up against a very good, but not fully rested Trey Savage here in this series opener.
The 1-0.
I would go back and put the appropriate uniforms on. However, it would probably make me redo all that roster work again, and I'm not doing it. So, Friday oranges on Saturday, I guess.
This one in the
pretty well by McGonigal. Gonna stay in the ballpark, though. First out recorded by Trey Savage as that's into the glove of Varsho. And the Tigers lineup today. Kind of the same story as it's been. A little bit of meh. Coming off of a series against the Mets that until the finale, man, the bats weren't doing much. And even then, by no means was yesterday our best game. So
Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Here's
Definitely
Ding.
scuffling at the dish lately. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
Well, under the Mendoza line so far in the month, however, was the only Tiger to record an RBI in each of the first 2 games, actually. Nobody else on the team recorded an RBI in the first 2 games against the Mets.
Takes it in for the out.
Had a combined 7 hits. It was not fun. Not fun by any means. And yet we were still in a position to win both of those games. Or Kenley Jansen decided to blow it. Both times.
Ball.
Ball 1 from you Savage to Colt Keith. Ripped it, but foul.
To the right.
Well, you do wonder just how long you Savage may go today. Coming in on that short rest, he's already, you know, not looking too pretty.
Down, nobody on.
Might be serving more so as an opener here today. I think 5 innings might be a little tough on him.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Chased it. Rough first inning at the plate. We got a lot going against us right now.
All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because...
Well, just a 7-pitch first inning for Brennan Hanafy, and that is with allowing a base hit to Springer, so we'll send him back out here. Tigers did get a bit of good news today that Casey Mize will be back tomorrow and in the starting rotation.
That may be a pitch that he turns on.
It's just finally some good news. It's been nothing but... Oh, another player hit IL for so long. It's good to finally get somebody back.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it
So
again.
I'm looking at that, and I thought it was gone. And the 0-2. Check, swing, strike. Stuff. Remember the last time we opened with Brennan Hanafy? It turned out quite well for us.
Ball.
Can't remember if he went 2 innings or 3 innings, but struck out 5 in his time in the game.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog.
Ball strike at the knees.
Pitcher's umpire. He does like the pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Oh! Well, it's 2-2 to Varsho. Fouled away.
Another 2-2 upcoming. Second inning here, no score.
Already throwing more pitches in this inning than he did in the first. Not exactly hard to do. McGonigal at short. Throw to first in plenty of time. 2 down.
2 down in the top of the second.
Good news for us here today is that I do believe our long relievers are pretty much good to go. Like, Vanasco's capable. Birch Smith doesn't have the stamina for whatever reason. Drew Anderson is an option, and of course Emmanuel DeJesus. So, got guys that can eat innings, and we don't have to spend our bullpen. Too bad.
Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS.
And man, Mize coming back is so big because, you know, having 2 openers, is this going to be left field or Riley Green moving on to make the play and end the inning? We'll finish that point
And that is that.
when we head to the bottom of the second inning.
Back in Comerica Park, bottom half of inning number 2. Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
I said I was going to finish a point. I already forgot it. Riley Green lunches, but well foul. I looked up at the game I saw it was 2-0, and whatever was on my brain is just poof gone. Oh, Riley.
Popped up. Foul ground, first base.
I don't know if that was a mistake splitter or not. It is. Gonna get into the dugout. Riley bailed out there. But it is 0-2. Ooh. Ball high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Not wanting to mess around too bad with Green after he really should have done something with each of those first 2 pitches. Now we'll go full.
And it's a full count.
Smacked it the other way. That is into that wind over there. First out of the second inning.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 8.
So up next.
Given that it's been an ongoing deal here on this channel, which NFL jerseys are on their way to me now? All right, the Sauce throwback, the 2-2 is Kyler Murray is coming now. Trey Lance. One of the Russell Wilsons, it looks like, has shit. Not bad. Wait, was there another? Oh, no, the other one was the Russ. Okay. The first Russ, not the additional Russes.
Fastball.
The first of... How many Russell Wilson jerseys did I buy? 6?
That misses the zone, and it's 2-0.
I was expecting it to take a while with the influx of orders that, you know, I know that they had with that.
Next
Weird part is I'm seeing like so many different shipments from, like, say the same order. Like I don't know what they're doing. Veerling, a 3-0 floater, center field. That's unfortunate as well. 2 away. I still have a good few that are processing, but the entirety of the very first order is shipped. So here is Gage Workman, and yes, he did home run. He did home run. He homered off of the New York Mets home run apple.
That's
his first in the majors.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Splitter up, splitter down. Good luck.
Got it. That's the third out.
Good luck.
We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. It's been a long while. I got it on pin, a living bankrolling. I'm my own penny. I've been on 10 and I the whole team and all of that way. You know it's on me. You know I got goals. You know what I see. Have all of that gold, a necklace around me. You say it's light work. My God, we gon' see. Just said I'm on 10. Just count it on me. Well, official announcement, by the way. We are very much withdrawing from the PGA Championship after we screwed that up, too. Screwed up a little bit here today, but screwed that up settings-wise so bad. Can you tell I hardly have time anymore?
Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Here's a 1-1.
When I'm just sitting here doing Tigers, it's nothing to prep for that. Most days, when I get home right before stream, but when I got multiple things going on, it's when things go wrong. Roll from McGonagall is, we are pitching Hannafy into the third, simply because I'm a dumbass and didn't get anybody else up. So, Vanasco, Anderson, we could go with Fromber. No, I don't think so. Because for one, we have so much to do this weekend. If I postponed it to the next week, we would really be stretched out pretty thin. And we're gonna have Indy to deal with. We're gonna have the Coke 600. It's just not worth it. So we'll be back for golf for the PGA, or rather the U.S. Open. What a brilliant bunt! Not a chance for Hannafy.
Really nice looking, able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it
no, just a good old-fashioned withdrawal.
Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Yeah, there's no prayer.
One down. Brandon
Between hockey and everything else,
Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues.
The Blue Jays with a base runner and the catcher, Brandon Valenzuela.
Top of the third, no score.
Trying to get something done here on Brennan Hannafy. Runner on the move. We threw a slider. Only hope is going to be to first base for the second out of the inning.
No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Here tonight or tomorrow, we'll have our schedule out. We'll decide what day we will be doing Indy. Coke 600 should be on Saturdays, as we've been doing for the NASCAR chat series. Oh my goodness, a seeing eye single into center, and the Blue Jays are on the board. George Springer drives in a run. It felt like there was never any hope there, and there wasn't.
2 outs, runner at first.
All right, Panongo's a left-hander. It's a good point in the game to just bring DeJesus in anyway, so we'll go ahead and do that.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Emmanuel DeJesus.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Yeah, I have no idea what day we're going to do it right now, but we'll figure it out. Swing and a miss to the fastball from Emmanuel DeJesus. Had a lot of good outings with him. We will get a helmet tap here.
Wants to challenge this, thought it was
well
a ball.
Outside.
And after review, it was a ball.
Because, like, what would make most sense for me is do it on Sunday. Obviously, nobody is going to want to watch that when the real thing is happening on Sunday.
Tap foul to plate.
Tonight, no. We're not ready tonight.
We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
I think I'm mostly ready, but still. Two-seamer. Fouled away by Panongo. Gonna need DeJesus to make a pitch here.
And a foul ball.
He's making pitches, to his credit. Panongo's just saying no. Only giving him the one slider. Swing! Foul tip into the glove. I thought he got a piece of another one, but he did. George Springer, though, drives in a run. 1-0 Toronto.
Half of inning number 3. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back here in Detroit, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Zach McKinstry up now.
Well, it's 7, 8, 9 for the Tigers here in the third inning against Trey Savage. Flirted with getting no hit just a couple days ago. 6 up, 6 down for his Savage so far.
0-1.
Down low, 1-1.
There's a strike.
When he throws that splitter, and I get that he's only got 3 pitches, so he's got to try and throw them different places, you know, just try something different. When he throws that splitter up, I can't commit to it yet.
That's a ball.
So now 2-2.
And now it's filled up.
McKinstry will at least work it full. Stamina concern for you Savage here. Soft served it and backhanded by Jimenez. Remember last year, we struggled against the Blue Jays all season long, was terrified of playing them in the postseason, and, well, we never did. To my surprise.
Stands in now and watches strike 1.
Kind of like what we were dealing with the Red Wings. You know, the New Jersey Devils owned us, and yet somehow we dodged them.
The 0-1.
Torque back up the middle. That's Jimenez territory as well.
Gets it to first.
He made play after play after play against us last year. Playing second then. Over here it's short now.
Now it's the second baseman, How You Lee.
Well, that's 8 straight retired by a Savage. And ball 1. I don't get it. I don't get why we have to have special schedule release videos now. That's why I like the Lions. It's literally just Dan Campbell hanging it up.
On the ground,
Lee,
right
foul.
side, and that's just foul. Two down, nobody on.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Ground ball, and Jimenez cannot get it.
And the tying run.
How You Lee breaks up very early. Perfect game.
Back to the top of the Detroit.
Extends the inning for McGonigal.
Getting ready to hit. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
I think the main reason is just that, you know, obviously NFL is the biggest sport in the country. So, yeah, exactly that. People are just desperate for anything football. I'm not ready for football yet. McGonigal grounded foul.
Lee.
We hardly got to baseball here.
In the air,
Well,
left field.
hit the other way. Backdoored us with a slider. Penango is there to end the inning. But How You Lee make sure that we won't get no hit today.
It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Tigers nothing. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. As we go to the top of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, this is a bit of a concern. Vladdy up against DeJesus here.
Vladdy working through some struggles lately. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just
oh,
like this.
into center. Good jump by Veerling, though. And he'll make a basket catch out there.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play.
Dude, the UFL is so sad.
Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays.
The Tigers were on, or actually it was after I watched the end of the Watkins Glen race. And the UFL came on, and I had that on, I think, while I was up here. And it's just so sad. Curveball, fouled away again.
Here's the 0-2. In the air,
fly ball. McKinstry with a good jump on it again.
2 away.
Good defense in our outfield, at least Good enough defense
The center fielder, number 5.
Here's
on
the
these
center
two
fielder,
plays, and now Varsho.
Grounded out his first time up. And it's fouled away.
Like, I feel like it just, in a way, has to be sad for the players, right? Like, okay, yeah, sure, you're playing professional football, but in front of nobody. Diving play, no good. That's all the way to the wall. No chance there to get Varsho. It's a 2-out double.
He was all over that one.
That was a thing
All
of
right,
beauty.
then.
He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was
Sanchez,
able to and still shoot
dribbler.
a line drive down the line and left.
It's foul.
Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. And that is out of play.
How many are they going to try and slice down that way?
Fights it off.
Well, we're going to pull a slider. Fly ball. Every outfielder going to make a play in the inning. Riley Green there sends us to the bottom of the 4th.
So a 2-out double, but they don't score. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Tigers nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little bit more invested, you know, when the Michigan Panthers were a thing, but now that they're not. And I say that, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I watched every Michigan Panthers game.
Second-round pick in 2020.
Well, Dylan Dingler gets hit. One way to get a leadoff base runner here against you, Savage, with Keith and Green to follow.
Swinging his first time. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Almost. Oh, great. Another pitcher is down. Dude, this Tigers organization might run out of pitchers. Ty Madden has been taken out of the game.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball
21 now.
And he spits on that one.
Well, perhaps we'll use Ty Madden today.
1-1 now. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Now 1-2.
Gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Maybe that's how we don't absolutely kill DeJesus. Maybe we just throw Ty Madden out there.
Time is called at home plate.
Because we're going to be losing. If he's going to be out for any length of time, we're going to be losing a pitcher here. So, and a pitcher with stamina. So, take advantage of this while we got it. Inside, 2-2 on Key.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half
between Hanafi and DeJesus. Kept the scoring low for Toronto.
2-2 now. Hit on the
ground ball. That's 2.
Okamoto toss the second to Guerrero, and they turn 2.
They made that double play look so easy.
Oh, boy.
That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Here's Riley Green. He's 0 for 1. Out towards right.
High in the air, center field. Don't think that's going to have the carry, and it doesn't. An unceremonious end to the inning.
So they go quietly there. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Tigers nothing. Ready now for the 5th inning, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
So I don't know if Ty Madden is ready now or not.
And time is called.
I suppose he can be. So we'll bring Ty Madden into the game just on the off chance that he's going to be out now for a little bit.
Now pitching for
Ty
the
Madden
Tigers,
gets the call from the pen. He's making his second appearance of the season.
Well, we've got a just mashup of every bit of equipment going on now. We got the Armed Forces take cap on. And I guess I didn't really anticipate using Ty Madden because he's still got Mother's Day glove and cleats. Awesome. This is going so well out here. We are a mess. This team is a mess.
And even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with
we got the wrong jerseys on.
hard contact. That's
A million different types of equipment. Dylan Dingler looks goofy and almost all white back there.
The 2-1.
2-1 from Madden. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, not good, especially that this is the bottom of the order, but it is Ernie Clement.
Use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if
Andres
they try to get him into
Jimenez.
motion.
Grounded, foul, just foul. Would have been a hard double play for Torque to pull off down there. But maybe that's for the best.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Look at where this sinker can go. No wonder I didn't use him.
Right through there for a strike. Ground ball, left side, and it goes just foul. The 1-2.
There you go.
Swinging for the strikeout.
Madden eventually gets Jimenez.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
1 out, man at first, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Brandon Valenzuela. Foul ball there.
Valenzuela with the first pitch rip.
And now the count is even.
Got good speed on first base to the Blue Jays. I'm kind of surprised they haven't tried to get something working here, but
fastball gets out of the way.
Go boy. Holy shit. Well, make it full.
Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch.
George Springer been really good on deck.
It's a swing and miss at the plate.
Battling here as he
Madden struggling to put people away.
Man at first, 1 away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
It's not coming easy right now. Ty Madden finding a way to strike out the last 2 Blue Jays. They just showed a graphic on the Apple TV broadcast about most innings by relievers as a team in the majors, and the Tigers are in front on that list, and it's not even close.
0-1 now. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
I don't know how many innings I really want to do this. Swing and a miss. Hey, Ty Madden.
1 left for Toronto, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back at Comerica Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers.
Well, just looking to get anything going. You Savage with a 1-hit shutout working. Almost out of stamina.
And that is strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient
But
this one. First pitch strike
got to be
percentage,
closing in on his
70%.
exit.
That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
We'll get into this Blue Jays bullpen that is also a little banged up. They've got some weird names in there.
They
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away.
Haven't helped ourselves out. Could have gotten into this this bullpen a little bit sooner. Not getting hits didn't help, but man, the pitch count, we bailed him out a couple innings.
1-2 now.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
I'll go full.
Misses. Ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to.
Pitch number 51 for Trey Savage.
Payoff pitch. He goes down looking.
He got one of those. I'm pretty confident that missed. Oh.
So they'll lose their first challenge. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout.
He gets the strikeout, and they're going to take him out here.
Just one hit allowed. He was excellent.
The 4 2/3 for Savage allows just a one hit, but the Blue Jays will be in the bullpen from here on out.
Mason Fluhart on a pitch out of the pen here. This is his first appearance of the season.
Mason Fluharty, 55 games last year, and they couldn't get this poor man a face scan because he's got the cleft chin turned up to 100.
So digging in, Gage Workman.
So now they bring him on for the left-hander and Gage Workman. I don't know.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Activity
Also have
in the bullpen.
Varlin. Also, by the way, it was 4
Up and
1/3 for Savage.
Way out front for strike 2.
See why they bring him on for the lefty here. My God. I think another lefty to follow.
Close.
That's a strike. Oh, man. They missed that bad.
Pitcher down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call.
2-2.
Sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
That's too low.
Missed again.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking.
So we'll go full now.
Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Got him looking.
I think he got it by a sliver too. Oh my God. He just missed with so many of those and just clipped us. Unreal.
That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
McKinstry, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Next pitch misses.
We were so good for so long, and then to lose the players that we have, we are so ass right now.
And ball 4 there.
Ball 4 to McKinstry.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch.
We'll extend the inning for Torkelson now, which is a bold
Spencer Torkelson.
call.
0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat.
Might just work around Torque too. Deal with How You Lee instead.
That one.
Ooh, they will challenge this one.
2-0. Challenge from behind the dish here.
Pretty confident, yep.
Strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges.
Jay still with 2. Tigers just 1 ABS challenge remaining.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
90 on the cutter. Kind of middle of the road, but man, looks so good.
Stays alive.
He goes upstairs, but he's throwing it a ton. Not unexpected.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. That ends the frame.
I don't know if I have ever been more ass at this game than I have been this week.
Back here in a close one. And a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. So Hendrick Pinango will hit
The left
next.
fielder, number 24, Yohendrick Pinango.
Well, it's 2, 3, and 4 for the Blue Jays. Top half of the 6th inning. Ty Madden back to work.
Here, what?
And
That's
off
inside. That's
the
a ball.
inside edge.
I will say, for the Blue Jays' favor, they're more patient than the Mets were.
Ball, outside.
But when you got Ty Madden out there throwing balls all over God's creation.
High fly
Not
ball
hard to do.
right field. McKinstry
Fly ball to
under this
McKinstry. One away.
One away.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Some low scores
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
here in our last 4.
And that
No,
misses.
that's out.
And it's 1-0. Vladdy.
Nobody in the
with
first 2 games up
uncharacteristic
against the Mets
stretch of
scored more
play
than
lately.
3 runs.
Here.
We did score
Superstars have their slumps from time
5
to
in
time,
the
Boog,
finale
and he's no exception.
yesterday.
He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect
One's down the right field line for
That's a fair
Guerrero.
ball, and it's getting it.
Oh, and it's
That gets
by
by
Zach
him.
McKinstry.
And he'll reach
Won't
second
change
with
the
1 away.
outcome. It's a double for Guerrero anyway, but
loud contact leads to the double.
felt like we were there.
Had
I
extra
don't know if
bases
this is
written
going to
all
be a
over
great
as he
look at
jumped
it.
off of his stick.
Well, it
And
won't be a
now
look
it's gonna
at it
be
at all.
Kazuma Okamoto.
Okamoto, strike 1.
And it's second. That clips a corner.
Well, he's gotten ahead with
Well,
2 pitches
sometimes for
down
these
in the
pitchers
zone.
like Madden, you kind of got to get
He
lucky.
can go up, he can
That's
go
what
away,
just
he
happened
gets
there.
high velocity, he can
Popped
subtract.
up on the infield. We're going to get lucky
Pop up on the
again.
infield.
Underneath it is Workman.
Out.
The
Number
second
2.
out.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down
Hey,
the middle.
Savage,
I think he
just
got
threw a
little
ball
too
at Kevin
excited, came
McGonigal's
out of
head.
his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Varsho in the box.
Slider
now.
in.
Strike 1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone,
That's a ball.
so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Out to
Chopper.
short.
McGonigal fields it. Really weird, but it works out.
Blue Jays held in check.
Inning is over.
They're on top 1-0. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Louis Varland.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
So now Louis Varland up against Hal Lee,
Here's the second
McGonigal,
baseman, Hal Lee.
and Dylan Dingler.
1 for 1 with a single so far.
And Hal Lee to the right side. Basket catch over there.
And there's
That
all
is
away.
Sanchez, who came in to make the play.
Before the ball was hit, didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner. Covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Is it possible to blow more than I blow?
Movement in the
I'm
Blue
not
Jays
so
bullpen.
certain it is.
Tyler Rogers, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Nance also throwing.
Kevin McGonigal, left center field. He's hit it well. Has it got a chance? No, but it's a ground rule double. That might just get something going for Detroit.
And he was rewarded for it for sure. He probably wondered a little bit if he got enough of it to clear the fence in the air.
Didn't miss a home run by much.
Jogging into second with the automatic double.
So now Dylan Dingler with a chance to tie this game, if not him, Colt Keith to follow.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Those low-scoring games with the New York Mets, it was Dylan Dingler in the mid to late innings. It came through for Detroit.
The 1-0.
Down the left field line, he's done it again! McGonigal heading home. He'll score with ease. Tie game.
With 1 away as the go-ahead run.
For as much as the commentary's talking about Dingler being ice cold, man, His hits this week are coming at great times. Who would you say the Tigers' #1 rivals are? I feel like it's gotta either be Cleveland or Kansas City would be my two. I feel like you could also throw the Yankees in there, not as much as it used to be. I think of like rivalries like that were built in the playoffs, you know, and it was Tigers Yankees for a little bit, Tigers A's.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Obviously, you don't like any of your divisional opponents, but no, I really don't think a lot about the Twins, honestly. Right now, I'd probably say Cleveland just because of the playoff matchups that we have had with them.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Ooh, it's 2-1.
Down to the bullpen. He's expecting a guy to come
movement on that knuckle curve, but
so
too much.
Not getting what he was hoping for.
That one bounced all the way back into the field of play off Valenzuela, but it stunned me. I didn't think that ball was going to keep rolling. 3-1 on Keith.
The 3-1. That one pulled foul.
Really have no business even going after that. I've swung in 3-ball counts a couple times now, and I should not be.
The go-ahead run is at second.
Not right now. Cole Keith, line drive right to Jimenez. Rather, that is Clement over there at second base today.
But he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So now Riley Green with a base open, and that's not shocking.
And now a force at any base with 2 gone.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let
respect starting to be showed to Riley Green as the Blue Jays will make a move.
Done for the night. And it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Braden Fisher will take over here. 25th appearance of the year for him.
Okay, so this is an important question in that regard. Where is the smoke alarm in proximity to the kitchen? Because I can cook. I am perfectly capable. But there was an apartment that I lived in at one point where there was a smoke alarm in the kitchen, which I think it's smart in a way, but also a little bit dumb. You know, it depends here. Yeah, that's the worst when you have one in the kitchen. Because, like, of course this shit's gonna smoke, depending on what you're cooking. Or even steam, depending on which smoke detector you have. It could set it off.
Clips the corner, 0-1.
Okay, but, like, how many, like, is the hallway in close proximity?
Two on, 2 outs.
Ooh.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Rough luck there on the strikeout.
Right there.
But we do indeed tie this game up. Dylan Dingler.
Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Top of inning number 7, and now for the Jays.
Another bizarre one is actually the place we just moved out of, and I would assume it's, you know, more towards, you know, modern technology and whatnot. Those smoke detectors were all interconnected with each other, so if one went off, one like the entire house, every smoke detector in the house went off, which was awful. Learned very quickly that woodwick candles were a bad idea. It has been a minute since I've done that. But then again, I haven't... Most of the shit I cook now is like...
Popped up.
I don't know.
Torkelson.
Crock pot oven for like 4 hours plus right now.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So up next, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement.
On the
Ground
ground
of
to
foul.
the left.
That ball's
And
foul.
that's just foul.
Trying to keep...
I haven't had meatloaf in a
speed
good
off the
minute.
bases.
It's one of the few things my mother can actually cook well.
0-1. Fouled off down the right side. All tied up here at the top half.
And I don't
of
have the
inning number
recipe,
7.
so I don't fucking try and make it myself. To how you lead, second base.
Tosses to first.
Two away
And two
here in the
away to
7th.
Start the 7th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Andre.
Okay, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that's...
So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez.
It's not
1
ideal.
for
That
2.
might be a him problem. Stuffed
And on the
meatloaf.
ground
Stuffed
to
with
short,
what?
McGonigal.
Throw it for McGonigal. Stretch time in a 1-1
Down in
game.
order Go the Blue Jays. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The third baseman, number 99. Yay! Workman.
Oh, man. That... I feel like you gotta have something on top of the meatloaf, right? Some sort of sauce or something. Oh.
Well,
I feel like that brings it all together.
Up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings.
Gage
You really
Workman
can't
against
pin it on one
Braden
player because
Fisher.
we've seen soft
To start the
contact
bottom half of the
up and down
7th.
this lineup. It's time to make some adjustments. because this
Gage
approach is
Workman
just
with a
off.
hard foul.
The cause for these struggles
Home
is a
run
little
for
different
Workman
for
last
each
night,
guy.
0
For
for
some,
2
it's
today.
timing, and for others, it's mechanics. Whatever it is, they need to start hitting the ball harder.
There's the strike at the knees.
Cutter. Down and in. 4th pitch. Wasn't thinking that at all.
And that's in the dirt.
That's the ball.
And now it's 3-2.
Jalapeno ketchup. Oh, boy.
It's a leadoff.
Well, a walk for
And
Workman.
that's the go-ahead run.
Well, a breaking ball. in
take that.
3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Batting sub
And
200.
next to
It's
hit
Zach
for Detroit,
McKinstry on the
Zach
year.
McKinstry.
And
That's
it's
one
ripped
to
to right. Caught for the
there's
first out of
one
the
down.
inning. Oh, the hope that I just felt. All for
At the
naught.
plate, Spencer Torkelson.
There's Torkelson. Would love to get him going against right-handers, really for the first time this year.
And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position. Way to lay off that pitch down.
Pair of lifeless offenses out here today.
Fought off foul.
Will there ever be a time in my life that I'm able to turn on that curveball kind of middle in there? Probably not.
1-2 here.
Ball.
Working torque inside. It's like they know that. Leaning with the slider, having that cutter too. You'd expect away, but so far no.
Just
Tried it
outside
again.
edge. Close
And it
pitch
misses.
there.
And he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have
Whoa!
to take a break on from game to
Flinched
game.
at it. It's
Sometimes
ball
when the ball
4.
gets back,
strike.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball
That
four.
brings up how Yu Lee has one of just 3 Tigers hits today.
Now it's going to be
And had one his last time up that we thought that he'd get to drop, that didn't.
Swing and a miss.
Out in front on his slider, 89. Not sure what we were looking for. Please tell me we held up. We did!
No swing, just held it back there.
Why is
second? You're the bottom of the 7th.
Why is Gage Workman trying to take a ball that is damn near up the middle? What the fuck just happened there? I get that you're shifting, but come on!
And a 1-1. Pitch kicks out.
Gage Workman is a miserable defender from what I'm seeing. 2-1 on how you lead. 3 sliders.
2 on, 1 out.
And a curveball up top. Blue Jays as a pitching staff have not shied away from breaking balls. The slower pitches up top, they just break down and in. That's a bullet down the left field line. How you lead for the lead.
Scores and they have the lead.
It's a double. Torque is up to third.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you could come through with a good swing. Or there, he doesn't try to do too much.
There you go.
So 2 in scoring position.
Could be worse now.
Kevin
McGonigal.
up now for the Tigers.
That one in the dirt.
There, ball 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
That one hit pretty well. Right center field. That one's going back. It is down. 1 runs home. A second is trying to score. A lob to third is not in time. McGonigal winds up with a 2-run triple here. Absolutely misplayed.
Just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Well, so the only reason this is a triple is because there's that hesitation from Jimenez. And that's going to be all. Tigers with a 3-run inning. We've come alive here.
So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
One down, runner at third. Dylan Dingler, the next to hit.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Well, we lead 4-1. That's the good news. The bad news is it's Tyler Rogers on the mound now for the Blue Jays. I thought he was still a giant, but man, oh man, probably my least favorite pitcher in modern baseball to face.
And the 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting.
Whether it be the velocity, whether it be the delivery, it is just misery for me.
And that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2 on Dingler.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strike.
76-mile-an-hour slider.
What the hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really
gotta have one of the slowest sliders in the majors.
Very difficult to determine, and that's probably why we saw a swing.
2 away,
right
Cole
there.
Keith.
Just a nasty pitch.
Stepping in, Colt Keith. He swings and misses.
74.
0-1. 2 outs with a runner at third.
No, that's outside. Ball.
I'll tell you what, Tyler Rogers might be able to pitch until he's 50.
No, that
And
Oh, fuck off. I took a fastball up top from Rogers. Let's go.
One challenge remaining for them now.
I mean, he never throws pitches up in his strike zone there. Come on. Floater by Keith, but a big inning for Detroit. 3 runs come home, including a big 2-run triple for Kevin McGonigal. How you Lee coming up clutch as well. With 6 outs left for Toronto to come back from down 3.
Back here in Detroit, ready to begin the 8th. Brandon Valenzuela now at the plate. The Blue Jays in
Ty Madden, only just getting tired, but as our long reliever here today, if he's going to continue to get outs, he can stay.
That they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
But it'll stay in the park. McKinstry back to the warning track.
One up, one down.
I feel like maybe getting some help up in the pen is a good idea. Especially with Springer due up. Obviously, it's not going to help us in this situation here. He's got 2 hits today. Give me Birch Smith. And I really don't... I want to stay away from our left-handers, if at all possible. So I might just warm up Birch Smith.
And that's in there for strike 1.
An error occurred on Apple TV. Well, maybe I should turn the Pistons on.
Top of the 8th.
Fastball will miss. Hold, please. Where are the fucking Pistons? Are they on Prime again?
The pitch timer expired.
Wait a minute! I held the button! What the fuck? Oh, I was holding the wrong button. Alright, we're gonna get this done. Alright. Apple TV doesn't want to help us out, so Prime it is in the NBA playoffs as the Pistons look to stay alive.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
So far, doing a good job of that. Wild sinker. Fouled away by Springer. Two and two. Got him on the low outside corner. Challenge from George Springer. And it is a strike.
It's a challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. So they're now out of challenges.
But believe it or not, the Blue Jays have ran themselves out of challenges before we did. We are down to just 1.
Yeah, great time to get that batting average off.
Ripped, but here. Foul from Penango. God, that is a strike. Get a little bit looser, perhaps, with trying to dot these corners. Might throw some better pitches. McKinstry as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning.
1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, and they trail it 4-1. Bottom of the 8th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Well, 4, 5, and 6 due up for Detroit. Kenley Jansen is available today. It would be a save situation as of right now. We'll see if that's the direction we want to go. Green on a pretty miserable run ever since the start of the Mets series.
And there's a ball.
At least miserable for him. Came into that series with a home run in 5 straight games. And that'll miss 2-1.
I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even
I saw something up. Sadly, it was an 83-mile-an-hour sinker that I was hoping was going to be one of them sliders.
Now all even up.
That's a bullet to the right side, but still damn near caught.
Job to keep it in front. Man aboard on the leadoff.
That was never more than maybe 5-6 feet off the ground.
Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers.
That works out. And now Vierling.
And he swings through that one.
That front door slider is such a devastating.
What the fuck, dude?
By the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Got him swinging.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead.
And the center,
This one in the
carrying Varsho back, but he'll make the play.
Takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change.
Not unusual.
Tyler Rogers gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Joe Mantiply taking over on the mound. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
So a 2 away here, bottom 8. Joe Mantiply, who had to dig out of free agency, will face Zach McKinstry here. And a little looper the other way for a base hit. That could backfire tremendously, because now it is Torkelson.
Here is Spencer Torkelson.
Got a little luck there.
That one misses.
You work around Torque, I guess, all you want. He's probably the best hitter in this game, Hao-Yu Lee.
2 on, 2 outs.
And back up the middle of base hit. Green rounding third, coming home. Throw is cut off. No play at third. 5-1.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones.
So they pitched to Torque. He got a pitch to hit. He hit it, and they still got to face Hao-Yu Lee.
Right on top of it.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners.
Double, RBI, run scored himself. And one's into right center field. Slow roller all the way to the wall. Lee trying to head to third. Second Tigers triple today. Hao-Yu Lee, in what is very likely his last at bat today, is a home run away from the cycle.
That's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Back to the top of the order now.
Oh my goodness.
Kevin McGonigal.
Remember, this game was 1-0 for so long. McGonigal sent it maybe 10 feet. Mantiply turns, and we head to the 9th inning.
We go to the 9th, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero.
Well, now with a 6-run lead, I see no reason to not let Ty Madden just finish this one out.
Ground ball right
First pitch,
side,
ground ball from Guerrero.
Throw on to Torkelson.
Had a double earlier today, but Guerrero, much of this game, has been a non-factor.
So up next for Toronto,
Now we'll see
Okamoto.
That one deep in the hole and by McGonagall. So they do get a base runner here. 2 swings, 2 results in 2 pitches.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the center fielder,
Dalton Varsho.
Oh, of course he did. That's Gage Workman. That one into left. 3 swings on 3 pitches in the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder.
Remember when the Pistons were chilling? Now no longer chilling. Minute to go in a half. They're only up 3. They're up by 10 the last time I looked at the screen. Madden, strike 1. That one lying right to Workman. And the Tigers come all the way back from down 1-0 to win it 7-1 here in the opener on Armed Forces Weekend.
You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.